Why pay money to have your family tree traced? Go into politics and your opponents will do it for you.
My favorite mythical creature is an honest politician. Politics is the gentle art of getting votes from the poor and campaign funds from the rich, by promising to protect each from the other.
Democracy must be something more than two wolves and a sheep voting on what to have for dinner.
The consensus after the election is that 100% of Americans think 50% of Americans have lost their minds.
Greatly said, though, a nation which tried to tax itself into prosperity is like a man standing in a bucket trying to lift himself up by the handle.
Can't agree more.
Hey guys, I'm Joseph.
I'm Luke.
Luke, a wise man once said, "A fine is a tax for doing wrong. A tax is a fine for doing well."
Imagine if Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are in a boat and it sinks, who survives?
America. President Bush was out jogging one morning when he tripped, fell over the bridge railing, and landed in the creek below. Before the Secret Service guys could get to him, 3 kids who were fishing pulled him out of the water. He was so grateful that he offered the kids their wish. The first kid wished to go to Disneyland. The president said, "No problem, I'll take you there on Air Force One." The second kid wished for a new pair of Nike Air Jordan. The president promised to get them, and even have Michael sign them as well. The third kid wished for a motorized wheelchair with a built-in TV and stereo headset. The president seemed a little perplexed by his wish, asked that he doesn't look handicapped or injured. The kid replied, "I will be immediately after my dad finds out I saved you from drowning."
One day I walked into the Oval Office and saw the president dancing in joy.
Why? What happened?
I asked the reason of his excitement. He told me that he just finished a jigsaw puzzle in record time.
How long did it take him to complete the puzzle?
According to him, the box said 3 to 5 years, but he did it in a month.
The president was looking for a girl for, you know what? He found 3 such girls in a local lounge, a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead.
Lucky him. I can barely find any.
He proudly introduced himself to the blonde as President of the United States and asked how much would it cost him to spend some time with her. She said $200.
$200?
He asked the same question to the brunette, and her reply was $100.
Let me guess. He then asked the redhead as well.
Yeah, her reply was, "Mr. President, if you can get my skirt up as high as my taxes, my undies as low as my wages, get yourself as hard as the times, and keep it rising like the gas prices. Keep me warmer than it is in my apartment, and screw me the way you do the public. Then believe me, Mr. President, it isn't going to cost you a single cent."
About the oldest joke in the book, how many social workers does it take to change a light bulb, Joseph?
First of all, the light bulb doesn't need changing. It is our system that needs to change.
Good one.
Secondly, none. Social workers never change anything. They so-called empower it to change itself.
Joseph on fire.
Third, the light bulb is not burned out, it's just differently lit. They'll set up a team to write a paper on coping with darkness.
But it can take 2.
How?
One to change the bulb and another to put your kids into care. But it can take up to 5 social workers as well. One to screw it in, one to help with placement, and the other 3 to form a support group. You know, social workers.
Ok, but how many socialists does it take to change a light bulb against the government?
I'm not sure. Tell me.
1 to petition the Ministry of Light for a bulb, 50 to establish the state production quota, 200 militia to force the factory unions to allow production of the bulb, and 1 to sneakily order an American light bulb.
Did you know that President Bill Clinton was an avid golfer?
Yeah, but he can't seem to hit the right hole. I was standing in a long line at the box office last week for movie tickets when I saw a lawyer in line next to me. Suddenly, he felt a pair of hands kneading his shoulders, back and neck from behind. He turned around and yelled at the man behind him. "What the hell do you think you're doing?" The man behind introduced himself as a chiropractor, just keeping himself in practice while waiting in line. The lawyer, slightly annoyed, said, "Well, I'm a lawyer. You don't see me screwing with the guy's sanity in front of me, do you?" So that's all from my side, guys. Feel free to provide your valuable feedback, suggestions, ideas, concepts, jokes, love, anything at all. It really helps us a lot. Thank you for watching. Take care.
Bye.